Drop Gun is a story about a young army private who, on his first tour of duty in Afghanistan, accidentally shoots and kills a civilian boy. And it kind of follows him and his feeling of guilt of killing this kid, but at the same time, he's kind of put at odds with how his squad mates deal with the situation and what they ask of him to do.
The idea for Drop Gun came to me initially about 3 years ago. I was on a winter hike with a friend who had served a couple of tours of duty in Afghanistan. And he'd been on several classified missions and had seen all sorts of things, many of which he couldn't even tell me about. But one of the phenomenons he had observed was something called a drop gun. And a drop gun would be an enemy's weapon that a Western soldier would carry with him in the event that somebody accidentally shoots the wrong person. So if you shoot a civilian, one way to sort of cover up the crime or the mistake is to put a weapon on that person and claim that they were an insurgent, and so then you were justified in taking action against them.
When I first read the outline, I think the thing that really caught my attention initially was just this clash of the two characters, McIntyre and Wilcox. One sort of the blue rookie soldier who perhaps in many ways represent the part of the audience that have not been in war themselves or have seen combat, and this seasoned soldier who maybe is letting the war, into its head a little bit too much.
And so something I wanted to explore in the film or in the script was the moral ambiguity of these situations. I wanted to put a young soldier in a dilemma where something bad happens and he's confronted with the status quo, the way we do things over here, versus the values that he brought with him, and the tension that happens when you're put in a situation where you really have no good choice.
How do you deal with accidents that happen in war and the ethics of that? It was just sort of a fascinating topic. And the film is not really meant to point fingers or really to criticize any particular tenant, but it is trying to raise questions about how do we view our enemies, or how do we view people of a different culture and religious heritage.
I'm often reminded of Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men saying to people that you can't handle the truth, that you're critical of the military, but you have no idea the decisions that we're having to make. You see the evil that we do, but you have no idea of the evil that we prevented. And so not really to condone these decisions one way or another, but just to try and bring to light the difficulty of making decisions in a battle situation where you can't identify the enemy, they're not wearing uniforms, there's no front lines, and it's got to be an incredibly stressful situation with people being killed all the time on both sides.
What have we got?
Looks like 2 dead Jawas. Maybe more.
Well, let's check it out.
As a senior at Colorado Film School through Regis University, this is going to be my thesis production, and so it's sort of the final chance in film school to sort of prove what I can do, and which is going to kind of be the calling card film for me after film school. So there's a lot of writing on this, and I'm very excited to really put my very best effort into it. I'm very excited to be able to work with Kevin Miller on this production.
By collaborating with Magnus, we've really come up with a strong script. We've had a very strong response to the script from the actors. I mean, we've been overwhelmed by actors who want to be in this film. I'm excited visually to see the film come to life. I'm just excited from a content point of view, and also just to be working with Magnus at this point in his career. I really think he's going to achieve some great things in the film industry, and I'm excited to be a part of that at the beginning.
Filming of Drop Gun will begin in February of 2011, and it will be released in May that same year. We're hoping to get into film festivals, get the film screened around the country, maybe around the world.
So I just want to invite you to participate in this film. We're not asking for a lot of money here. If all my Facebook friends gave $10, we'd be funded. Actually, probably if you gave like $7.85, we'd be funded. So I just want to invite you to do that, to be a part of movie making history, and just support Magnus and I in this venture, and hopefully we can do the same to you.
We're currently trying to raise another $5,000 for this project in order to really tell the story the way it needs to be told and to raise the production value to a truly professional level. We have a number of interesting perks for our contributors, and so we hope you take a look at that and consider becoming a partner with us. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch.